Hi, welcome to this DMDF Tower Love reading. My name's Sophia. Welcome to this community. So what I was getting was this nothingness. When I get this nothingness, meaning nothing's going on, no progression forward. Would I say going backwards? Not really, just nothing's happening. Now, you might say that's okay, you know, we're just seeing each other or you're not seeing each other. But you're supposed to be changing planet Earth. You're supposed to be doing something. And if you're not passionate about that, I would feel that. I would feel that. So you're not in mission and you're not connected on a level of a proper commitment with your person. That's that nothingness energy. Now, underlying factor of that, I feel like there's a new beginning coming. Is that an expectation? I need to see. So I'm going to pull the card straight, because when I get nothingness, what can I say? Nothing. All right, so I did post yesterday, Valentine's, so I'm going to post in the community today, after this one, a little extra additional, probably your oracle card reading for the Facebook group. You get people who's on the subscription list, they post people who's in mission, doing what you're supposed to do, right? Getting out there, changing people's lives, that kind of thing. If you want to know how to join us, right, go to my mission page or contact Andrea or Lorraine, which is, they are mission. Well, we're all mission, but they deal with mission. Any information about the communities or the programs, the services, any advice or, you know, or something like that, please contact Andrea. Sorry, I keep getting the names wrong. Sheetel and D, right? Now, also, a side note, there's something about dreams. Could be having funky ass dreams, and the dreams are so weird, there's not connected with anything. There's it's like the upstairs are sorting the celestial beings, let's call it aliens, galactic, I call it, but you know, you might say I'm a Palladian, right? I call it galactic. They're DNA upgrades and all sorts is going on. So it's a side effect. So don't worry if you're having funky ass dreams, is what I'm saying. And you're thinking, what's this got to do with anything? Speaking of dreams, I think D in mission still does. I'm not too sure, but you know, you can email her. I always pull out her gangster cards at the end, and I'll show you. She's on subscription list, a Gaia guidance. She does dreams interpretation, in case you're like, what's this about? You have a gift just as hardcore and wicked as that, right? And you're working in a shoe shop, on a till, right? Solicitor, when you can do something such as, who can do dream interpretation? Can Beyonce do that? No. She is one of millions of singers, right? Dream interpretation's one-off, very unique. You might find someone else, but it's very unique. That's what you have within you, not your dream interpretation. You might do, but something unique, because you're celestial. All right, so check out the Facebook group. All of us who are in mission post there, so you get to know us. And then obviously if you join mission, then you can post there, and you know, we all, a snowball effect. There's more in the background who's in a mission, so you'll see more people coming out the woodwork, that kind of thing. All right, so Facebook group in description box. No, still shuffle. I saw new beginning, Ace of Cups, but what's happening? Flexibility, needing to be more flexible. This is both of you, so it's more so you. Yeah. All right, let's see what the cards say. Let's finish with these two. There's been a few things about third party lately. It's actually releasing the third party, right? That's why third party comes around again. Right, let's jump in. Page of Wands, Strength, Six of Pentacles. Then I'll jump into these ones. Page of Wands is a reflection of you. Yeah, because you're holding back over here. The Page of Wands, I've done my this one, the Page of Wands. He's like in a suit, armored up. Look, he looks ready to fight. You see the hand there in the stance or standing there ready to kind of fight. And to me, he looks a bit stoned, right? So this is defensive. It's a reptilian-like suit. Can you see? So it's like as if a new beginning, right? But it's still the same old. Defensive, still reacting from reptilian. And that's what I said, this new. So it will fail again. 7 up, because you're not fully investing. This is about commitment. If your person's not committed to you, you're not committed to yourself. And yourself is mission. I will say that all day long, right? You can bend over backwards. There's kind of like people who bend over backwards for their person, right? And feel like they're walking all over them, but allow it, let's just say. They don't get their person. And then there's those that fuck them off, you're a fucking idiot, go away, don't want to deal with you, and they literally go. They don't get their person, right? There's a dance, see that? The infinite symbol, right? The Lamescape, or of back and forth to work out the balance, because this planet is a black and white, negative, positive, right? You have to kind of, the high priestess is in between the two pillars. So it doesn't matter if you're, quote, quote, letting them walk all over you. Well, Sophia, I'm doing everything, and they still ain't coming towards you. Or you tell them to go, they still ain't coming towards you. It's finding the strength to about moving towards the right way of doing it. I don't know what else you want me to say. Book someone in the community, not me. I'm out that game now. 9 of Wands is you defensive, he's defensive. But this is a new start coming in, or already come here, which is about to fail because you don't invest. And this is 100% about you investing in yourself, right? Not in a relationship as such, but it's about what we do, what the programs do is strip you back. Say, for example, Sophia didn't show up for Valentine's, right? Every time I'm with David, I hope he doesn't listen because it sounds so like, I don't know, lovey-dovey. But every time I'm with David, it's like Valentine's, right? So what difference does, actually, he said to me yesterday, he said, yeah, Valentine's Day is like every other day. I said, oh, wait, hold on. I said, not to women, right? I said, not to me and not to women. Right, to most women, I said most, because it's not every woman, although, you know, should be. But my point is, every day is, so does it make a difference? And I said to him, he said, his reply was, what was it? Something like, oh, what I mean by that, you know, back, reptilian, back chat back. He was like, I'm not arguing. He's like, what I mean by that, it should be like, you know, most men can make effort every day of the year. And you know what I replied to him back? I said, I love that. I said, I love that you said they can. I said, you see though, they don't. Hence Valentine's Day, right? But with you, you're here to say, well, it feels like Valentine's every day. It feels like Christmas every day. If it doesn't feel like that, because I've had birthdays, it depends how long you've been following me, background crew, right? I think it was last year. Last year, my birthday, I had loads of people in the community, right? And about not 70% of them just left. All of a sudden, they just all left. It's like the universe just cleared out all those who wasn't serious. But before they left, it was my birthday. They brought me massive cake, balloons. I had loads of gifts from all the people who was in mission, right? And then a month later, they all left. So what was the difference? My point is, you might have birthday parties and Christmas. Loneliness, you can be in a room filled with people and feel lonely. Your person is here to teach you that love frequency, as you teach them, this isn't just you, as you teach them, and I'll tell you about your person, how this rolls, right? As you teach, you learn first that just being with your person is Valentine's Day. And until you learn that, instead of reacting to, I want a gift, I want a present, I want a this and I want a that, right? Then they react. But Does that mean you never get gifts? No. After a certain amount of time, then if they don't step up, after you've been like, okay, I've accepted nothing for birthdays, accepted nothing for Christmas, I accept no, you know, blah, blah, blah. Now I need it, right? Then you pull back. But you won't pull back unless you pull back from Reptilian if you're not in mission. You do it nasty, you do it horrible, you do it upset, you do it with excuse, I'll just connect on the 5D. You do it like those who left for my birthday last year. Oh, I'm going to go do it alone. I'm like, who says you've got to do it alone? You're supposed to collaborate, right? That's what this is. You do get what you're supposed to get when you are fully committed to what you want to do. And you can say, listen, how long's it? But it's normally three, everything in threes, right? So after a certain amount of time, right, to me, like 3 years. And you might say 3 years is long. I'm like, well, if you're dating someone, seeing them regular, right, as I do with David, then it's all like you're dating him anyway. 3 years is long to you lot because you're not actually seeing your person, chilling with your person, doing jack shit with your person, right? That's why it's long, right? But like I said, during that journey, you push it forward. And if they're just refusing to budge because they're in their Reptilian, but you're fully in mission, you're like me or people who are in mission, right? And they're refusing to budge, then you pull back and then they come forward. You don't have to wait another 3 years for them. The universe is like, okay, they've done enough, then they come forward, right? So this is you having the strength to do that. But this is you two just battling each other now. So he's defensive in his reptilian armor. And 9 of Wands is getting the strength to be defensive. 9 of Wands, I have 2 strength cards in this deck. This one is with the sun and the moon, twin flame counterpart. See the moon here and the sun. And this one is about, strength card is representing the Empress, is taming her reptilian. You see, the strength card, visualize the Ride Awake strength card. It's got the, she's the Empress, the woman, holding the lion's mouth, right? What that represents in the twin flame aspect is you calm them because they normally react to life, one element, but the actuality of the card means you must calm yourself from roaring out, reptilian, right? Like I said, the Page of Wands is your person in his reptilian armor, and this one, strength, in traditional is the same thing, taming your inner self, right? From reacting, because a lion is roaring. So this is both of you reacting. But like I say, you're the leader because you're the emotions, you're the feminine, you're the emotions. So you pull back the you learn how to love yourself fully because the Empress is about loving yourself fully, right? And then you get on and do your, that's how you get balance. Now you want it like, because it's out there on the 3D give and take. Once again, intentionally on the television to fuck up relationships, because if you're happy with your person, you could just live in a cardboard box. You should be, unless you're totally 3D, right? You would just say, I just love being with my person. It come with that with David. I'm always like, yeah, let's just chill. In Valentine's, it's like, let's just chill. It's freezing, man. It's raining. It's freezing, man. Right. Let's just watch films, right? But then he gets stuck in that routine if he's watching, which I don't know if he does. And then I'm like, no, we must go out, right? But, you know, I still go out. I went and saw Spider-Man without him. My point, you expect from the television, okay, I'll buy him something, he'll get something back. I'll buy him something, he'll get something back, right? You're feminine, that's an expectation of, which is right. I'm not saying it's wrong, because I say that to David as well. You must step up and buy me gifts, right? You must step up, right? But look up, before you say, okay, I'm going to go say that to my person, look at what I'm doing, right? If you're not doing this, you have no right to tell them what to do when you're not committed to yourself, right? But then what they do is like, this give and take is like, you show them how to do it, because they're in a belief system of, they suppress the masculinity, the television of women out there doing everything. So they don't feel to give so much. They try to focus on getting back into their masculinity and just focusing on making a foundation and sex. That's why most of your twin flames is working and the sex is amazing, right? They're like, oh yeah, that's not really relevant, buying you gifts and all that kind of thing, right? Because that's them focused on their masculinity. So this give and take, right? You get crumbs for a while, but then like you're focused on you. You still got like, I just go out to cinema and do my own thing. I go and do my own thing. Like I said, and then the universe is like, okay, enough of this failing. Your person keep reacting. We'll push this forward. You'll know, right? You'll know that it's because during this journey, I always knew that I was going to be with him, even if he's not doing what's got to be done, even if I'm pulling back, or even if he goes ghost or whatever, right? Doesn't matter, right? This is, you know, general, whatever your situation is. I still know. If you don't know, you're, because and I'll tell you why. The most important reason why I know I'm with David, gonna get with David, right? Because I'm in mission. I'm like, the stuff that happens with mission, and mission people can probably clarify this. After you're working on yourself, after you're getting bookings, like then your galactic starts opening up with, like I've already given an example with D's dream interpretation. I do like image readings. There's a couple of others in the background, which you might have heard me talk about, Teresa and Anissa. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. Who, Teresa does DNA codes with her singing voice, all that galactic stuff from meeting your person. And I'm like, before him, I didn't have none of that voodoo shit, right? I didn't have none of it. So that's why I know. I'm like, there's what would be the purpose of it? Of to meet him and have all this and build this twin flame community, rah, 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 for us to go on our way, right? Say I had a massive argument with David, right? And we separated. I still know, well, okay, well, you know, maybe in a couple of months, maybe in a couple of years, we're still getting back together, right? I always know that because of mission. Because I'm like, well, mission hasn't crumbled. I'm still growing. Community's still growing. I'm still doing things. So that must be evolving in the background, right? Whilst you're in there, you know, shoe shining. I don't know what your job is. That's why you don't know. And that's why it always fails. Because you're not committed, right? You have to be committed to something. Your kids are relevant in this situation, right? It's easy to have kids. People don't want to know or don't want to hear it, but it is, right? You shag, you have a kid, right? That's pretty easy to achieve, right? Oh, I got my kids. I love my kids. It's one shag, bum, you're pregnant, right? That is not commitment. That is called a shag. I'm just going to make it clear. 7 of Pentacles is that shag, right? You want something that's worth it. And I'm not saying your kids ain't worth anything. Obviously, I'm well, my mum's passed. I'm a daughter to my mum, isn't it? So I'm the kid, right? My point is that it's more because most people, oh, well, I'm committed to the children. I'm like, nah, that's not commitment. That's you have something you have to look after. This is about committing to loving yourself. The Empress loves herself as like, okay, what do I want? Most people on this planet have kids, like I said, the shag version. You don't want to admit it or not, yeah, you do. That's why you want kids with your twin flame. Because you found someone you genuinely love. Past the kids you had before. Now, this isn't your kids. Let's make this clear. But your relationship you had the kid from wasn't nowhere compared to the twin flame, right? Right? This isn't personal attack onto your kids. The Empress is like, what do I want? Right? Not to what do I want. If I have kids, they will make me feel complete. Right? I say with David, and how I feel now, if I met David, when I met him, I could have had a kid, right? I could still probably have a kid, right? To be honest with you, I'm not, I don't want to. Why? And I tell him all the time, listen, do you feel funny? Because I don't want kids with you. He's selfish. I said, I know it's fucking selfish. And I know you're all kiddified, because he is far more than me. All these kids. Just, come on now, right? I'm like, I said, but I don't want any. I said, if it disturbs our chill out whilst I'm watching a film and I hear screaming baby, I said, you'll be jogging on to go and get that kid, A, and B, then I'd be pissed off to wait for you to put the baby asleep and I got to pause the film. None of that is happening. Why did you lot spit out kids? To fill a gap, right? Because normally if you really want, that's why all these Hollywood superstars, they're so fulfilled with their movie or something, they don't know when to have kids. And then they do, and then because they can have them all the time, like poor people, right? Because they can get nannies, but they want to have it so they have the quality time with the kids. So I'm always comparing superstars, because we're starseeds. So what I'm saying is kids is, Empress is here, right? Strength card. Empress is about what do you want, right? Now, like attracts like. So what you want is say who you generally are. Say like the Hollywood movies are. I am. If that you're a Hollywood movie star who's red carpet, right? You have to be all being. That's like, that is me all day long. For the rejection and the climbing the ladder to be on the red carpet, right? You have to be. But lucky for you, right? You know what you are. You know, as soon as you know your twin flame, you know, right? Mission. As soon as you're a light worker, starseed, you know your core essence is mission. So you're already lucky to know that. So if you're not doing that and you are not loving yourself because you're not the Empress, that's why you're not committed. You must be committed to yourself, not to the relationship, not to your person, to yourself. And you are mission. You are here for that. You're not here, and I will say this to any twin flame's face, you're not an alien celestial being plopped down to planet Earth to get your person. What would be the purpose of that? You explain it to me. What would be, why would you be, why wouldn't you just be a soulmate getting your person? Oh, because this feels so different and galactic, or, you know, and spiritual. And yeah, exactly my point. Exactly. It's a different connection than a soulmate for a reason. For a reason. Nine of Pentacles is the strength card. It's like, this is the shoe shop, the supermarket, the solicitor, the 3D job. What do you want me to say? Right? And you can sit there all day long, right? I'm all good, Sophia, right? Feeling your person. Can you see she's touching her hand, right? Waiting for him to get married. Look, the church is near you here, right? Looking in the distance. Where's my person? This is Nine of Pentacles, right? Once again, put the Hermit here. I've done all the inner work, but you're by your Jack Joan because he's isolated. And look, put the Empress behind you. I'm loving myself, but look at you waiting for your person because I'm all good to go. No, this is like, and looking for your 10 of Cups, looking for that emotional fulfillment. But you have to be it. Like I said, people say, oh yeah, I've done the inner child, I've done all the healing, and they email people in the community. Like, the odd people email me, and I'm like, obviously they haven't been checking out my channel long enough, because I'm sure they wouldn't say that to me at all. I've done the healing, I've done the and I've done this. I just want to I'm like, why the hell would you be emailing me and booking me? If you're done, you'll be doing what we are doing in mission, right? You wouldn't be still emailing for a tarot reading or for extra healing, right? You're obviously not doing it all. If you get with me, I promise you wouldn't need nothing else. I was looking, like I looked for other tarot readers, found this girl, she's pretty good. So I thought, oh, I'll start listening to her, right? Get more tips of, you know, stuff I like to learn. And what did she say? I can't remember. What did she say? Oh, no, she didn't say nothing. It was in the comments. Someone said, you must book this girl. She's amazing. I've rebooked her about 3 times and she was always spot on. Obviously. What the fuck are you booking someone 3 times for? What does that do? Tell me, right? You tell me why you're booking all these, because she was cheap. She was like $17, right? Bless her, young, you know. And so I was like, what is that doing? What is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of your 3D job and just looking for your emotional fulfillment outside of you? Inner child work, yeah, I've had inner child healing. Yeah, what about mission? Have you had inner mission healing or whatever, you know, is there such a thing? No, you are mission. Mission makes you isolated. That's why you have your person. If you look at other twin flames who are with their person, it's just them. You don't hear them say, okay, oh, my nanny's coming in. Oh, my best friend Sarah Jane is coming into the video. Oh, my twin flame's best friend and his best friend. You don't hear all that what you lot go around with. You just see the twin flames together. That's why you have that twin flame. Because you're supposed to be here to change planet Earth. Not to be isolated by yourself, to just be you two as a couple, to be like most Hollywood superstars. You just see them going out. You don't see them dragging along with their best friend Jane and then with the uncle and then I've got to go around to the family do and all that kind of thing, right? You don't. That's why Kardashians was splashed all over, because they're influencing poor people to stay poor and just hang around with all these negative, right? People who do same old, same old. If I met you and you said to me what you done, say you worked as an accountant, and I would just research, say 30, 40 grand a year, what an accountant is, and I can guarantee all your friends are the same 30, 40 grand, right? You are the people who you hang around with, right? So you can't say to me, oh, well, I'm going to move out and I'm healing. I'm like, you're still around those negative lower entities. You won't rise out of that to this divine connection. That's why it's called divine masculine, divine feminine, right? So you're with these people that the same frequency, the lower frequency that you are at, but you are divine because you're watching this divine DMDF, right? So you have to rise to the divine, which is a higher frequency, but you can't change, right? You cannot solve the problems from the same thinking frequency that it was created, and you are still in that same created frequency. Hence, counseling, right? So there's a lot that you don't know here. Well, you refuse to know it. Reptilian. Reptilian is right there. Reptilian is here. It's right next to the third eye. So what I mean by that is you think you're following your intuition, but you're not. You're following ego. And it's protecting you from coming out. It's doing its job. Well done, ego. Because of it's like, no, you're trying something new here. Sophia's pushing you to do something. No, stay as you are. Keep booking tarot reading after tarot reading, doing fuck all, but that's your comfort zone. So it's protecting you. But all it's doing is saying, hey, you're going to try to do something different here. And all you've got to do is say, yep, I am. Thank you very much. I'm going to try something different. That means stay there. That's like fear, right? If you're an accountant and you're going into a mission, right, you're going to feel fear. Doesn't mean that, oh, well, it's bad. Oh, my gosh, I'm scared to leave this job to get into mission. Although, if you've got a job, I transition you over. I don't say, fuck off, leave the job. I say, okay, let's work together. Post one a day. Then maybe build it up. I help you transition, right? You might feel fear, yes, but that's just your body saying, listen, you're used to doing something less. You're doing something completely out of your comfort zone. Are you sure? And you're like, yeah, thank you, fear, for protecting me and giving me some signs. But this is me, because it is you, right? Doesn't mean you don't do it. You are holding yourself back. This is sexual abuse and all this kind of thing that you're holding within you. This is about being vulnerable. This is, oh, well, you defending yourself to your person because you don't want to get hurt, right? When unfortunately, you have to get hurt. That's what they're teaching you, right? Your upbringing and your way of life is, nah. If they keep hurting you, fuck them off. I'm like, tell me, right? I don't even have to ask Brad Pitt. How much rejection did he get before he got to be known as Brad Pitt? You tell me, right? Didn't that hurt? So they always hurt you, so you get strong, strength card, right? Because you're out there to change planet Earth. So, of course, you're going to get hurt. I told you last year I had like 70% of people in mission left within a month, right? And I knew it was divine wiping out people who weren't serious. A year before that, I was giving people the opportunity to join mission and sell my programs for free, right? I had shitloads of people. Then I was like, okay, it's working. I gave them for about 6 months. I was like, you've got a nice following. I helped them to get their channels up, all this kind of thing. I helped them, done what I done. So like, right, I'm going to charge now. I think about, once again, 90% of people left, right? You're going to get hurt. It's life. It's not for you to start fucking, you change. It's like they're teaching you, be strong. Be strong, strength card, right? Because life's not fair, Six of Pentacles, but then it balances out. It's not an equal exchange straight away. Like I say, Brad Pitt made his way up to get to the Hollywood star. It wasn't like, okay, you got one film, then you're famous. Then you get another film, then you're a bit more famous. But, you know, he starts off audition, fuck off. Audition, fuck off, you're no good. Audition is slowly. Then, boom, he's a superstar. I put Red Sparrow in a quote about Red Sparrow, the film from Jennifer Lawrence, I think her name was. I watched it. It was okay. It wasn't my cup of tea, right? But I thought, let me research her. And I found a film which was 2018. And she was 21. I think she's 30-something now, right? Now, she must have done shitloads of films before that and been blown off. And now she's kind of known there. The last 5 years, something like that. 10 years it takes you to be successful. And you're moaning at your person who most of you haven't been with 10 years. And if it isn't, it's not been a consistent dating, right? This is what he's teaching you. She's teaching you. Be consistent, and it's hard work, and be strong with the heartbreak. You have to be tough, just like us, why I give it. This is about being vulnerable. Four Pentacles. You're holding back being vulnerable because, oh, they're going to hurt me again. Well, hello, right? Like I've given my example of the community. Hello, it happens, right? Two of Wands is it's your path. It's about being wise on your path, right? This is balancing out your passion and living on planet Earth, not just feeling the 3D. Nine of Pentacles, going for the 3D job. The three of Cups has been out here a lot. It's like the universe. I said this year is about the lovers, which most people know. Well, oh, I don't know. Anyway, right, so this is about, it seems to me that the third party is coming back, right? In your awareness, friends, family, whatever, right? 3D job, right? And in your person's awareness, so that they properly get rid of it, such as you properly get rid of it. Then it turns into a celebration. This is your person's exes. This is your person's baby's mum. This to you is your best friend. This to you is your sister. This to you is your auntie. This to you is your woman boss, right? That's the third party. It's like, what do they do for you, really? This is 100%. That's why third party keeps coming out. This is Seven of Wands. Once again, defensive. Changing that defensiveness into fighting for what you want. Having the strength, right, to go passionate with that one wand and being victorious over these people here that are beneath you, but not in a level of showing off, right? It's not about showing off like other spiritual leaders. Look at me, look at me, look at me, right? Never telling you what to be like them, right? A true master teacher, and you will hear this from a fucking true master teacher, is saying, don't look at me, right? Be like me. They say that all day long. And that's why David's watching. I don't mind that you like Rasta, because those are words from Haile Selassie. So I don't mind that he's Rasta. Okay, oh, thank you very much, right? But Haile Selassie said that. And I love it because he was telling me about the two sides of religion with Rasta. And he's like, I think my dad was one side and David is another side. And he said there's sides that think Haile Selassie is God. And he said there's others that do all the idol food, wear the clothes and all this other way, but they don't necessarily think that Haile Selassie is God, right? And why I say that is because I said to David, did Haile Selassie call himself God? He said no. He said us Rastas saw him as God. And I was like, see, he didn't say he was God. Others saw him as a God, right? A true master speaker or something just does what they're supposed to do. They don't go up there like they're God. They don't show off about their downloads. They don't say, oh yeah, you know, book me and I will help you. They say, be me, right? And that's what I love about it. Haile Selassie never said I was a God. I am the God. I never say that, right? I'm always giving the most opportunities for you to be like me and people in mission. And that's what this is about. So let me get my alien oracles. I'm pulling them out now because I can't wait for you lot to see my new thumbnails. Hopefully when they're created and when they're done is when I can start posting more a day. So this needs counseling. Oh, come on now, you need counseling, right? If you book in the community, they're either doing book a tarot reading or image reading, you get counseling half price, or you book the counseling and they're throwing an image reading or tarot reading. Want to do that? Check it out on the description box. Now, everything which you get from people in mission, right? All the programs and the counseling that you need, right? And generally, if you do the counseling, you get all the programs included in the counseling. I keep forgetting to say that, right? It's very important. I've done a counseling program that guarantees. So everything you buy, I guarantee it because it's created by me. They just sell it, right? So if there's a problem with it, well, email Sheetal or D, because I'm coming away from emails. I just want to focus on growing the community and helping people who want to change planet Earth. I want to focus on mission. That's what I want to do, helping people in mission. But anyway, so everything is guaranteed, including the counseling, is what I'm trying to say. So I would book that, because if you do like 3, 4, 5 counseling, and that's all you probably need, right? I've done counseling, and it depends how dark it is and how much you get in there. Probably 7 counseling sessions is the maximum. Generally 3, 4 to 5 sessions. It's people I've been counseling for 10 years. I've had so many counseling sessions. I'm like, why? Right? My job is to get you out there, right? Not to get money off you from counseling, buying programs. Get you out there, right? To change planet Earth. That's what this community is about. That's why I put so much in the counseling. That's why I incorporate all the programs in the counseling. So that's what I would highly suggest. Okay, people pleasing. Is it blurry? It looks a bit blurry. I've got to get the right angle up in here. This is, yeah, you see, you coming away from these people trying to pull you to be your true alien self. Trying to be different. Different is what alien is, right? Coming away from that, right? People pleasing. Do you struggle to say no? Get to the root issue. That's 3D. Root, right, is a lower chakra, the root. And the root is a belief system, a rooted belief system, right? Sex mastery program, like I said, sexual abuse, which is hidden, which keeps you people pleasing. That's an extension from the sexual abuse, because they invaded you and it stopped you from reacting to it. So you couldn't say yes, or you couldn't say stop it, you couldn't say no, right? So you end up in life just saying people pleasing, right? Kundalini exercise in the Twin Flame program. I've also chucked in the communication tool in the Twin Flame program, right? So check that out. But to Twin Flame program, to me, I'm just pre-warning you, it's going to be obsolete to buy it by itself. I'm not here to get money from you, and neither is people in mission. So what I will do soon, right, is put in the Twin Flame program. I might have that singular, but the other program, no, I might put them all into the counseling program. Because to buy it by itself, it's entertaining. You find out about who you are. But counseling, I can help you to move. If you're serious about being with your person, right, that's why I can create this community. I'll say all day long. Yeah, people say, oh, you should do self-healing and self-love because you want to. I was like, I don't want to, mate. I just want my person. I'll be honest, right? That's all I thought. I just want David, mate, right? And then I knew by doing mission, oh shit, I'm getting closer to David. So that's why I done it, right? I can get you your person. I can get you more money than you can possibly imagine compared to how much work you want to do. I can guarantee that with a money program. Every single program is an installment. Apart from the, you know, the ones that, you know, 10, 20, 30 quid. Everything, Twin Flame program, master program, all that is in installments. Email the people. They send you a folder. You pay a little bit. You get the other folder, right? This community is about changing your life and having the tools for you to do it. Not just speaking, not just a tarot reading, and not without any guarantees. Everything is a guarantee. So let's see your advice. I would say book someone in a community for counselling. Like I said, I'm going to make those programs incorporated to encourage you to do the counselling. So advice for you, and then I'll pull out what's going on with your person. But like I said, it feels like a new start is coming back round, but same old, same old. And you know that because you watch tarot. They love you, they're coming back together, and the next thing, oh, it's no good, it's crap, it's rubbish. It just goes round and round. I believe in us. 6 of Cups. So you know you're twin flame, right? You know you're twin flame. But to me, you're just confused on how to go forward. There's no confusion. You don't need to know. I tell people, right? Just do what I say. I don't know how else to say it without it sounding in vain. People don't just do what I say. I'm like, just do literally what I say, you get your person. Right? And it's not what I say, it's a channel message. All day long. It's not me. It's not personally from me saying it in a vanity way. So do this and results will happen. But you lot just choose not to do it. It's your choice, right? Let's get what's going on with your person. There it is. I'm always guided back to you. Yep, like I said, if I have a major off with David, right, which it doesn't happen, right? But if, like, I think, oh, okay, I'm not happy. Didn't buy me, and I told him, I want more gifts this year, right? And then I pull back and I just carry on. I know he's come back round. They're always guided back to you. If they're not, it's because you're a nightmare and they go off to third party, right? They're not, right? Because you're not committed to yourself, and your selfish mission. And I will say that all day long, and that's what I will say, right? Doesn't mean you join me and I'm going to make you get into mission, right? Because I don't do any readings anymore. And oh, if you did do a reading, I didn't force you, did I? If you've had a reading with me, no. Because I can read if you're not ready or not. But you definitely need counselling. Absolutely, right? You need counselling. So I would say do that. Anything else? That's it for now. Stop your people pleasing, right? And that's with people around you. Book someone in the community for the counselling. It's money back and is a discount at the moment. All right. Speak to you later.